Valheim building improvements look to be coming to the game. There's going to be even more snap points for you and easiness to snap things, which have always been a bit problematic, like beams under floorboards. Jonathan Smars, the lead programmer at Irongate, has been working on this, and it looks like he's looking for feedback, and it hopefully will come soon. We're also talking today big about Xbox, what to expect with servers, how you'll be able to play on servers yourself, and a big dose of speculation about mod support and what mod support might mean for consoles as well. So if you find it useful, please leave a like. And for the best in prepping you for Valheim content for Xbox, make sure you subscribe. Let's go. Jonathan Smars, the lead programmer at Irongate, has shown off improvements to snapping. This is a big deal for the building community. It is one of the big things that a lot of people do. There's a lot of content created by it, and he's basically made manual snapping points. So this looks to be maybe added in the far future or near future. We've only just had an update, a good amount of stuff going into changes as well as fishing, and it does look like the next big update I assumed would be the Hilda's sort of quest. That's meant to be like the new NPC with some sort of mission added as well as new clothing. But you never know, we might get another smaller update like this, adding some changes with the building, or they may be saving it for the Hilda's quest. But either way, he wants feedback. Does this look good to you? Is this something you want to see completely added? This is still just being tested at the moment. No guarantees it will make it. To be clear, there is snapping in Valheim already, but this is more advanced, to help with a lot of finicky placement that can happen when you're trying to build your perfect Viking lodge. We've got everything going on here. The main one for me, of course, that I have definitely raged out at is being able to place pillars underneath you. It's so hard, you have to literally sit down and crouch, and it's just ridiculously stupid trying to do anything like that after you've placed the floor. But now it just looks so much easier placing all of these poles. Definitely one of the best quality of life features they could add so far. Also looks like Jonathan's working on skip intro at last. No more having to sit through the first few seconds of loading in or whenever you start a brand new game being carried. Small quality life feature, but much welcomed. You should go and give Jonathan a follow. He obviously takes a lot of feedback on. He's done a few tweets now where he's asking for good ideas. Obviously I know you can go and give feedback on Steam forums and Reddit and all the rest of it. But if you want to get direct to the horse's mouth, follow Jonathan Smars on Twitter. And that moves us on to Xbox Valheim. It's meant to be launching very soon. They said early spring. Well, early spring is pretty much March onwards, baby. So I'm fully expecting this game to possibly launch in March, at the latest April. So I'm going to be doing a whole series of guides to get you prepped and ready, and then showing you actual proper gameplay of when it hits. And I'm pretty sure they'll probably launch maybe one of these upcoming updates alongside it. To me, it would make the most sense. Hilda's quest seems like it's going to be a pretty big deal. So it's probably better to get that absolutely ready to go, maybe tested and stuff, before launching it on the Xbox. But then again, they might just want to get the Xbox out of the way. We just don't know yet when that update's hitting. But what we do know is that you will be able to have your own Valheim server when you're playing on Xbox. I'm partnered up with Trado, so you can use the links in the comment section down below near the time and get yourself a discount, and you can rent your own servers. If you're used to playing survival games like Ark, Conan or DayZ, even on console, you'll know that you can go ahead and do this. Obviously, PC players or anyone that has a PC or laptop that can do it, you can host your own server. You don't have to pay anything. But for a lot of people, that option isn't there. So if you want to play a continuous world with your friends on Xbox, you will be able to get one of these servers. I confirmed this with my Trado rep. He said it's more than likely going to happen since there's already crossplay enabled. It's looking likely you won't have to just play on your own, or your friends get upset that you turn it off to go and have your dinner. As long as you're ready to pony up or split the cost with some pals, you can have up to 10 players on a server. Now, it doesn't seem like a lot compared to games like Ark and Conan. There is a big thing that actually stops a lot of the slots going above. I do believe none of the server hosts can actually do it. There were some mods that used to be able to increase the amount of players, but it looks like they've been disabled. I'm guessing maybe actually by some sort of cease and desist, because Valheim's performance does start tanking. The more players that you get, once you've got 10 players on at all times and you're all building stuff, I ain't gonna lie, Valheim still has a bit of improvement to do. But that's kind of expected in any game that has huge builds and bases and stuff. But yeah, you'll be able to go onto the website, rent your own server, and then join it whenever you want, and your friends can too. I've had one in for the past sort of month and a half. I was doing a nice little playthrough of some of my rat bags, but I've decided to end it pretty much as I get ready for more doing guides and tutorials. At the moment, there's not many server options you can do, and it looks to be the way that things are going to happen with the Xbox launch as well. But that's another thing that Jonathan has spoken about, adding more game options in the future. It does look like they are going to add maybe a fully fleshed creative mode in, where you don't have to input any commands. It'll be something that you can probably choose, or maybe some other ways to play, like Iron Gate mode, or Iron Man mode, as you guys might know it, and hopefully some actual options for game. It has been a big request from players wanting to have more resources when they gather stuff, or change the XP that you get, and the usual kind of things that you get with Ark. And Ark would say is the gold standard in terms of being able to adjust and customize your game. But do have to remember that balance issue. Like I said, sometimes it can cause CPUs to go up quite high with different things happening in Valheim. And I imagine even on an older gen console like Xbox One, that would be even more of a worry. So they've got to be careful about that kind of stuff. So I don't expect game options to change resource gathering and stuff like that until maybe close to release. But hopefully we will see at least maybe creative mode and maybe some other ways to play the game. The devs have been working tirelessly to reduce the actual usage and optimize it. And it's pretty normal for games in early access to be like that. So anything that adds more stress to that, like being able to control different resources or boost it so you get 10 pieces of wood instead of 1, I think that might have problems. But anyway, we're talking about stuff we don't know fully yet, but for sure, I do know they're working on new game modes. You will be able to rent your own server, and that crossplay is going to be enabled. 100% sure as well, mods are not going to be available anytime soon for console. You can mod Valheim at the moment, but Valheim isn't actually supported officially on the actual Steam store with mods. I don't think mod support will be added until the game goes 1.0, which probably won't be until 2025. But you never know, some early access games have done it a bit earlier. Of course, you can still go ahead and mod the game using third-party sites which are popular, but the other option also, or alongside Steam support, could be something like mod.io. And this is important for console players because you can actually play a bunch of console games and you can actually play the mods. I believe Dying Light's just added map making abilities for console too. There's a whole ton of other games that use it as well, like Space Engineers and more. Deep Rock Galactic is published by Coffee Stain Studios, and Coffee Stain Studios also published Valheim, so they've got a relationship with this company as well. These are the guys that are also making mod support for Ark 2 on Xbox in the future as well. So I do hope if mod support ever officially comes to Valheim, they definitely partner up with this so that console players can also play with mods. But yes, don't expect to be able to use mods if you rent your own server on Xbox when Valheim launches anytime soon. So there we go, I hope that's cleared a few things up. I will do a proper breakdown video of everything you need to know nearer the time about Xbox launch, or maybe even sooner. Obviously, Valheim can be played single player. You can play with just your friends joining your world, but if you want to stop that annoying thing of you going off for your tea and your players have got to literally go off as well, then yes, a server is the best option. There are no official servers for Valheim, it's just not that type of game like Ark or DayZ. And yeah, hopefully we'll see news very soon about the Xbox launch. Until next time, Ratbags, I'll catch you for more Valheim news. Bye bye.